چشاتو بغل میگیرم اینجوری خوابم میگیره حرفی تو مرد و مکاته که تو خواب من نسیره کلمات پا برهنه تنم
She's as tight-lipped as you are. Not a word about who he is, what he does, where he's from, what his background is. Not a zilch zip.
Why should she tell you anything about her new boyfriend? Hasn't she been burned by you a few times before?
How? Why?
The way you go on and on about how only a white man suitable for your beautiful daughter.
Well, isn't it better to stay within the color lines?
Yes, but it's no fun for our daughters when you make your feelings so clear. Our girls have learned to conceal their true feelings from you.
Well, darling, isn't it what you want to?
It's not a question of what we want at this point. Frankly, it's not even a question of knowing who they're sleeping with.
Well, one can always hope. I don't have anything against anybody personally,
I don't either.
but I do prefer that our grandkids be white. I mean, it's just a question of what you're accustomed to. Oh, what? It's just the bitter truth.
It might be a matter of getting used to someone.
Well, getting used to someone is not the same as preferring someone. Oh, that annoying not saying anything of yours is getting on my nerves.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say. So, God damn it, quit being so suspicious every time I open my mouth or every time I don't open my mouth.
Well, I don't know what to expect either. I just hope he's a nice young gentleman.
Well, you just keep telling yourself that. To get used to a new world order. It wasn't like it was when we were young so many years ago.
Well, what do I say if I don't like him? Or if I do like him a lot?
Well, just keep it short. You don't have to be excessively polite or rude. Keep it short. Stay on the safe side.
Why? Why not just be open and honest like I am with everyone else?
And risk your daughter's chance for a stable relationship? Don't.
Oh, you old politician. You think you're such a clever diplomat. Well, that's all you are. Just always saying and doing the right thing at the right moment.
On the contrary, if I had, I would have gotten much farther in my professional career if I had just learned to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, well, that's something else again. Your contrary, stubborn nature is just something you were born with. I mean, your ability to counter everything I say and do is just part of your genetic structure. Becoming a humanities professor, that was your first mistake.
You're the one who's always arguing for the sake of arguing, and the way you go on about our daughters, making them out to be some kind of higher being, some kind of apostles, bringing light into this unkind world.
Try not to be so delusional, darling. I may be the one with a drinking problem, but I see things straight.
You really think so?
And I know that you had better be prepared for some malicious barbs aimed at us if our girls marry the wrong kind.
Barbs? From whom? Your nasty sister and her family?
My sister is not so nasty. You're the one with the holier-than-thou attitude. And you get away with it by building yourself up as the great scholar.
Forget you and your sister. Let's talk about your profound insights. Who, pray tell, are the wrong kind? Can you enlighten us further with your insights?
Well, all those who are not like us.
Ah, you mean the black, the brown, the yellow, and the non-Christian.
I mean all those who are obsessed and infatuated with the idea of marrying one of us from the white race. I know, it's a terrible thing to say, and I hate to say it, but...
Oh, yes, indeed. What an awful thought. All those foreign others seeking to marry into our white families.
Well, I can't help but worry about it, and I hope to goodness it's not true.
I hope to goodness it is. Then maybe we'll snap out of our lazy, self-centered existence and try to better ourselves.
Yeah, Scott. Ever the path-breaking, uber-intellectual Boston Brahmin.
Dad, meet Raj.
Hi, I'm Raj.
Hi, Raj. Nice to meet you. Come on in. Please, sit.
Mom, this is my boyfriend Raj. He's from India. He's super smart. And he's a really nice gentleman. You're nice, aren't you, Raj?
Hi, I'm Raj. It's wonderful meeting the both of you.
Well, hello, young man. So, you're from India. Oh, we've heard such wonderful things about your ancient and exotic land of snakes and snake charmers. Oh, and elephants. You know, I've heard that there are no bathrooms in India. Is that true?
Mom, what kind of a question is that? Of course they have bathrooms in India. Probably bigger than ours.
Well, to be honest, India's toilet situation is quite pathetic. India is a poor country. That's why I'm here, to improve my chances in life. I'm good. I tend to avoid drinking if I can.
Well, who would deny that? It's just that some people choose to live in their own little cocoons, like the chosen ones, and trash everyone else, like they were nothing. But
Why can't we all just accept that we live in the real world, the modern world of mixing and mingling? So, tell me, young man, what do you do?
Well, I'm trained to be a medical doctor.
ooh, an aspiring doctor, eh?
Mom, Raj already is one. He studied at an elite medical college in India.
Oh, well, of course he did, but it must have been very difficult to study in all that heat. I've heard it's really hot there.
Yes, it is. It can actually get above 100 sometimes. And the mosquitoes don't help either.
Mosquitoes. Well, doesn't that make everybody a carrier then?
Oh, Emma, any one of us could be a carrier at any one time.
I'm actually specializing in infectious diseases.
Tuberculosis, oh, and malaria, all those horrible third world diseases? Ooh,
Emma, I'm sure that less people die in India from infectious diseases than in this great land of opportunity from cancer, heart attacks, and strokes.
You seem to know a bit about what I do. What do you do?
I'm a teacher. You might think that's lame, might think it's a loser's game.
No, never. My dad used to be a physics professor at IIT Delhi.
IIT? Now what's that then?
Mom, it's the elite technical school in India. I think it's easier to get into MIT than into IIT.
Are you kidding me, girl? An Indian institute that's easier to get into? You must be crazy.
But it's true, Mom. It's true. People in India work just as hard. And, Dad, Raj has also thought about teaching at a hospital once he finishes his fellowship.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested in history too. I almost studied history, but then I backed off.
Oh, why? Oh, not as much money in that field, right? You all appreciate how much more money you can make here, right?
Emma, it's a personal choice. My wife here is a bit of a straight shooter.
I just know it's a meat market out there. Are you sure you want to set down roots here? I mean, don't you want to go home to help the poor starving masses?
Mom, how can you say that? You cannot harbor such strong views. We live in a capitalist society that is all about the benefits of immigration and capitalism.
Emma, we're immigrants too. All of us came from somewhere else because we wanted a better opportunity.
It's fine. It's okay. We all have our own views and opinions.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, I think we should get going now. It was wonderful meeting the both of you.
Ah, Well, it was an honor indeed. You know, you remind me of that darky that was in the play when I was in college when I played the queen.
Sure. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Yep. Goodbye, young man.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank God our girls aren't gay. All I can be thankful for to the Lord.
Really? That's your first comment? Such utter nonsense. Stop thinking those outdated and hateful thoughts.
Well, my mind just churns with these thoughts, so I have to think more about it.
They're just dating. They're not ready to get married yet. And besides, I like the young man.
Oh, whoa. You would like anybody who's in the business of making money, and he can certainly make a lot of money as a young doctor.
Well, really, truly. So much for my lifelong commitment to educating others.
Well, my girl ain't for this darky. I'll swear to God she's not. I don't like all this racial cocktailing, no matter how much money he makes.
You're crazy, Emma. You always were. And your goddamn racist ideas will do you no good. Indians are truly the model minority. Mark my words, our daughter will be happier with this young Indian doctor than she would be with any other white man in this world.
Model minority, my foot. No way is he gonna touch my daughter again.
We Christian white folk dare to speak about others in this terrible, othering manner. It is shameful.
What? Huh. Such utter hypocrisy. You turncoat. Wasn't it you who was so coldly polite to my Jewish friend right here in this very house?
Yes, but with time, people change. Sometimes we say one thing and then do the converse.
You said so loudly to my friend Judith when she was here, "What is she doing here?" Can I ever forget that? And she heard it. You can jolly well bet that she heard that.
Hey, Dad. What you reading?
Orientalism. It's a new book. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around Said's complex analysis. I think I might use it in my class next week.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Dad, I want to tell you about Ali. He's, really nice in an oriental kind of way.
Does he have the swag factor? The cool factor that Mom never found in me?
Dad, come on. You have a lot of charisma and style. You don't have to sell it to me.
Ah, but is he eye candy? The sort that all girls chase after? Or eye candy like that handsome young Muslim actor Omar Sharif? His brown eyes are to die for.
You and Mom both are just impossible. I mean, how can you talk about Omar Sharif's eyes when I'm trying to tell you something of the utmost importance?
I can see that you're really in love with him. Have you told your mother yet?
Well, therein lies the rub. You know how she'll react.
Are you planning to elope?
Maybe. There's a high possibility that I'm gonna have to, unless I can get through Mom's self-serving, high-minded attitude. I mean, she drives us all crazy.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. What did you just say?
Mom, I have a boyfriend. Ali.
Ali? As in ALI?
Well,
Where's he from? Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia?
Mom, Ali has an American passport. He is just as American as I am.
Well, yes, but where's he from? Ali. Isn't that a Muslim name? Doesn't that sound Muslim to you?
Mom, no one's trying to be subversive here. This is not a rebellion against you or Dad.
No. This is not going to happen in my house. Where were you? I thought I just heard a car out there. Was that you?
Yes, Mom, it was me. My boyfriend, Ali, just dropped me off. He's just proposed, and I am marrying him. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, nothing. I can't do anything. But if you are determined to marry this young man, you can leave now. Oh, I can't believe this is happening in my house of all places.
Our girls seem to have fallen in love with the wrong kind of men.
Wrong kind of men? Well, who are the right kind then?
Well, only young white men, obviously. They're the only ones that are suitable for my daughters. It's that or nothing else. Got it?
Mom, race and skin color have no meaning for me. All that I care about is that Ali loves me and I love Ali.
Ashley, even the Bible prohibits interracial relationships and interracial marriages. Are you even going to go against God's authority?
I don't care about your Bible or your God. Love is supreme, and I love Ali, and that is all I care about.
Ha, well, what about children? Have you considered the consequences of marrying a freaking Ali? Do you want your friends to go, oh, what a cute little mixed baby, and then laugh and snicker at you behind your back?
Mom, that's not funny. You have such deep-rooted biases.
Oh, Ashley, you know the consequences of crossing boundaries, don't you?
Crossing boundaries? What the hell does that mean?
Oh, shh.
Same race. Same race. My head is exploding with your rant. I mean, what about love and happiness? I mean, does that not matter at all to you?
Oh, Ashley, you know your love is doomed. You know that, right?
No, I don't. And I am determined that your biases won't ruin it. I'm going to my room.
Well, if you are determined to do this, then you can just leave right now. Ali, oh, of all the names, not even a pseudonym? I swear, if I hear that name one more time in this house, I will personally throw you out. Do you hear me?
Get this bully off of me!
Ladies, would you get out of this room now? And sort your differences out upstairs in your own rooms. I'm trying to work. Just leave me out of it. Let me off the hook, please. I am trying to prep for my class.
So you don't care. You don't care if your daughters marry heathens or if they bring more heathens into this world? Well, I, for one, am going to make sure it does not happen in my house. Go to your room or you leave right now. You hear me?
You fucking racist bitch. You ruined Dad's life, and now you are hell-bent on ruining mine and Brittany's. Well, it's my life, not yours, you fucking racist bitch of a mother.
How dare you? How dare you speak to your mother that way? Ali, the Muhammad's child in my house. I'm just cursed. I'm just cursed.
Hello? Data? Oh, very clearly. The connection is very clear today. So, how was the interview?
Interview?
I mean, your meeting with her parents.
Well, I guess the The mom is a tough cookie, just like you. All moms like to put their kids through the shark tank.
What do you mean?
I mean what I mean.
It's not a question of my getting along with Brittany's mom or with Brittany. It's more a question of you getting along with Brittany for the long haul.
How can one respond to that philosophical query with any degree of certainty?
I could match you up.
Really? Why don't you find me one of our own kind who'll outlast all the quirks of this long, turbulent journey called marriage?
Give me a year. Give yourself a year. I promise you will forget Brittany and this crazy fantasy of yours about life with a white puppet called Brittany.
What is that now?
A pretty and endearing young white girl like Brittany.
Is her whiteness her only disqualifier, Mom?
Maybe.
And then you want to replace the white puppet with the brown one, right? A more suitable one, right?
Absolutely right, my son. After your father passed away, I've only got you. And I do not intend to lose you at any cost.
Remarkable indeed. You rest assured, you will not lose me, Mom. Although,
What?
Mommy, I don't really know why, but when I met Brittany's family, I got this strange, queer feeling that I'm some kind of an imposter.
Imposter? My foot. These Gola Log are the imposters.
Like a vaguely oppressive burden. I just cannot define it.
Well, that is natural, dear. It is a burden when you both belong to such deeply different types and species of humanity. The twain can never meet. Where is the connection?
Come on, Mommy. Interracial weddings are getting to be so common these days. It's not like a cat is getting married to a monkey.
Almost like a propitiatory act.
We live in the late 20th century, Mommy. It's not like the 1950s when you yourself got married to Dad.
Some things do not change. Like the truths about marriage, they stay eternally the same. So marry one of your own kind.
The numbers are growing, Mommy. No one cares who you marry. Get rid of your biases. Please don't assume the worst if a white girl marries a brown man.
I know the reality of every romantic relationship.
So, who cares? Commitment and attitude alone matter.
Most people disapprove. Still, inside their bedrooms at least, they will laugh behind your back for marrying a white woman.
Are they in love or am I in love? Should it matter to them or should it matter to me what I do in my own bedroom?
What will you do when folks gawk and glare at you?
Look away. My choices are my own concern. Liberal or conservative, who cares about my own happiness?
We are still very conservative.
Really? Honestly, it's the inner life that matters, Mommy. It's who you are from the inside.
Really? So no one cares if I wear a sari or a western dress?
I would think not. I know Brittany's family is fairly liberal. They pride themselves on their intellectual wealth. They just care about ideas and not about wealth or money.
Son, I'm sure these people are quite wealthy. It's just their intellectual beliefs that make them follow an inconspicuous lifestyle.
No, Mommy, no. I know her dad's salary range and her mother wastes it all on alcohol.
That's not good. That's not good at all. You watch out. Is Brittany fond of drinking? You know how we unconsciously mimic our mother's lifestyle.
Brittany has quit drinking since she met me. On the other hand, I've started enjoying a glass of wine once in a while.
Really? That is cute.
Yes, it is. She claims Oh, Raj, you run through my veins like an electric fire. Why do I need wine to decompress? Quite cute, I must say.
My. That accent is so different. They are so different from us. Is that of no concern to you?
Not really. All of us change and evolve. We learn to adjust.
Yeah, but it's a different way of thinking as well. You went there for better opportunities and lifestyle. Highly educated or not, we are only foreign trash in their eyes.
Foreign trash. Where did you get that from? It's a heavy term.
Loaded, you mean? All these rich Gora log think of us as foreign trash. So stop dreaming of marrying one of them.
Mommy, the money was not exactly handed down to them generation after generation. They're not really the old money types.
Money is money. Who cares if it's old money or new money? It is our culture that is so different from theirs.
Each of us are dealing with their own biases and struggles. So what do I care? I love Brittany, and that's all I care.
Raj, it worries me that I will lose my son.
True. We often get to know about people by what they worry about, than what they reveal themselves in their ordinary state of existence. Come on, Mom. How could you? I mean, how could you think like that?
God, even their way of speaking is so different. God, how awful their English sounds with all those tensed up facial muscles.
Mommy, our Indian accent is considered a relic of the past. They honk it through the nose, and we do it through our mouth.
So funny. But truly and honestly, why don't you break the spell?
Spell? What, Mama? You talk as if Brittany is a witch, and she has me under her spell. Come on now. What kind of statement is that?
No. What I meant was, son, that you can live under the spell of your own charm. Why? Even that lovely Nisha would be fine. Even though I must admit I don't quite like her big hips.
Please, let us not be mean to anyone. Please don't put so much pressure on me that I collapse under the duress of two mighty clashing cultures. This is not a culture war. It is love. Mommy, love in love.
Only time will tell, my son. When and how has your love been tested?
Now, right now. Are you not testing the strength and fabric of my love right now?
Do interracial and interfaith marriages survive? Hardly.
They do, and increasingly so, Mummy. The odds are stacked up against them more so than
normal marriages, right?
What the hell? Which planet do you live on, Mummy Ji? Do you think my marriage will not be normal if I marry Brittany?
Of course, it will be. But why go there? Is there any deficiency in you that you cannot marry a proper Indian girl? After all, look at you. You're the smartest.
Mummy, you do like hamming up the role of the grand old storyteller. Come on now, you're being ridiculous. I'm not the best. I'm not even close to being one.
Well, my dear, we brown Hindus have our own sense of privilege. Our history is also marked by several layers of...
Who says we don't have our own sense of superiority? Don't we have our caste system? But what's the connection?
If they have their sense of culture, then we brown Hindus have our own. Then why cross-pollinate unnecessarily?
Mummy, you're so funny. I know you're gonna force me to give up Brittany with your hoity-toity ideas of cross-pollination.
Then why don't you listen to me? After all, I have wisdom beyond your less than 30 years.
Talk about baking your hair in the tropical sun. Seems like an unending expanse to me. By the way, we do plan to explore India before our wedding next year. She does plan to see Jaipur and Udaipur.
What about the Taj?
Oh, she becomes ecstatic just thinking about the Taj.
What about Kerala?
Oh, that would be a dream come true. There's so much to do in India. We only have 2 weeks off. Sad.
Has she applied for her visa?
It is all taken care of, Mummy ji. You don't have to worry about anything. We will fly back together.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, what?
I'm not sure my brother and sister will appreciate that. बेटा बेकार में लोग बातें बनाएंगे. People will gossip unnecessarily.
Mummy ji, don't worry about that. I will take care of that. Don't we live in the late 20th century? The great modern era? So why worry about log kya kahenge? It's my life, not theirs. Brittany is mine. And
Not theirs. I know. You're impossible, son. I hope she doesn't betray you. I fear that somehow.
betray me? Never. That's not in the DNA, Mummy.
My aankhon ka tara, my star son. Well, only time will tell. Bye then. Take care of yourself. And don't forget to call me every Sunday.
See you.
What is this now? What is this red garbage you're wearing? Did Raj get you that in terrible India to finish coloring you, that sneaky bastard? How dare he?
Impossible. You're just impossible, Mom.
You look like the perfect Hindu bride.
Oh, take it off. You look ridiculous. And you will live and die as a Christian, and you will get married as one in a lovely white gown.
God damn it, Mom. Get over this stupid, antiquated sense of racial superiority. Your religion is bogus. Does a faithful and devout Christian drink herself to death every night?
Look at that beautiful
Oh.
Indian gold ring. My goodness. Raj must be making more money than I am.
Oh, that big fat yellow Hindu diamond? Oh, it's so ugly. I can't stand to look at it. Take it off. Just take it off.
Emma, you are overreacting, surely. Get used to the new world order. Sure, once you get to know our girls' boyfriends and their families, you'll come to accept them.
Oh, just hold your horses. You're going to find out your mistake after it's too late. Just let us find a more suitable young man for you. You're going to find out too late that you're making a mistake.
I refuse to even look at another man, even if Raj were to die. You don't know how much happiness he's brought into my life.
Please, sweetheart, please just humor your mother for once in your life. Brittany, my girl, you know how Mom likes to be dramatic. Likes her sassy woman, let me tell you mood.
I get that one has to accept life as it comes. But we don't have anything against Raj and Ali personally. It's just that they're different from us, and I don't see it's anything to be so happy about.
My dear, interracial relationships are part of the new order. I'm sure in time you'll come to accept this.
And who cares, Mom? We live in the 20th century, for Pete's sake. We're not living in the Middle Ages. Like, who cares that we're white and our boyfriends are not?
Well, of course it matters that we're white and the men you're going to marry are not.
My dear, interracial relationships are part of the new order. I'm sure in time you'll get used to it. Ashley, where are you going?
Mom's intolerance is just beyond me. I mean, did you hear what she just said?
Did you ever think of sitting down with us and giving us time to think through and get used to this mixed couple fact? No, you just sprang it on us.
Mom, you are obscenely orthodox, Mother. Interracial relationships are not unholy at all.
Interracial relationships, my foot. I will never come to terms with it. I guess that's just too bad for me.
Fine, Mom, just stay at home. Drown your disappointments in alcohol and drink yourself to death.
Oh, Ashley, think this through. Do you want your children to be Muslim? Do you want them to burn in hell?
Mom, this is ridiculous. God is love. You should apologize to your daughter.
Emma, I would understand it if this racism came from your parents or from mine, but from us? Can't we lose our prejudices and hatred? It is irrational, to say the least.
This is not prejudice. This is foolhardiness.
Why is it so hard for you to grasp that love is all that matters? Our daughters have found their true love. You should be happy.
Well, of course it matters that we're white and the men you're going to marry are not.
You are talking about color lines that don't exist in the first place.
We live in the reality of a melting pot. What we're doing is a good thing. It bodes well for us.
They're exchanging vows with humans, not race. What is race but an aspect of the ego? It is just a mental construct. It simply serves the cause of the ego.
No. I will never accept that my daughters have dared to cross racial boundaries.
Nonsense. You're talking utter nonsense. You sound like a member of the old elite WASP guard.
Yeah, Mom. I mean, okay, even if both of you came over on the Mayflower, what difference does it make? And for your information, Ali's family can also be traced back to some pretty distinguished lineages if he ever cared to look it up or talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, no! No, that is the last thing I could have ever wished for you. The Prophet Muhammad's lineage? Oh my, that's just scary. You can bet that you are going to be shunned, and dare I even say it, excommunicated. You can count on that.
I am just going crazy with all of this. It makes me just want to put my earphones in and blast music and write my goodbyes to the world. I'm just going crazy.
And I swear I will put a pistol to my head if your Ali expects you to get married in a mosque and change your name to Nora or Fatima.
He's not going to do that. Okay? We're planning a court wedding, so you can stop imagining the worst case scenario.
Excuse me? What? Did you just say that you already planned your wedding? Did you?
Know that our family is not going to be thrilled by you marrying a non-white, and a Muslim at that. You know what, Ashley? Just do what you do and don't tell anyone else about it. Just leave them out of it. Don't introduce them to any of our friends or to anyone else we know.
But we're planning a destination reception. Are you saying that we shouldn't invite anybody? Just go there on our own? Is that what you're suggesting?
And what about money? Isn't it just obvious that you're attracted to his money?
Mother, you don't even know what Ali does. You're getting him confused with Brittany's doctor boyfriend.
No, I bet our family's more developed and civilized than his.
You are so obsessed with what's civilized and what's not civilized. Is drinking yourself to death every night civilized?
You just wait and see my prophecy come true about the two of you one day. Oh, just never mind. You're just gonna have to find out you're making a big mistake after it's done.
Well, we've all got that retarded Boston Brahmin mindset. All that old money bullshit and sense of absolute superiority.
Without the money, of course.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
Ah, how funny. Discovering our prejudices and hiding them at the same time. What an oxymoron. How very funny indeed.
It's not funny at all. Both of you are so bigoted, Dad. I'm so disappointed to find you're such a turncoat.
Yeah, Dad. You're really showing your true colors now, aren't you?
So is all that stuff you teach bullshit? I mean, did you learn
Girls, show some respect for your father, and come on, did you really think that the world had gone colorblind and religion blind just because you're in love?
Oh, look, I gotta go. What's with all the drama? Just go ahead and ignore us as you often do. You know you've done it before, isn't that right?
How on earth do you think that I can ignore these horrible arguments with her? I mean, she hands down her opinions as if they were some freaking gift from heaven.
Oh, well, I know that you better tell everybody that the men you're going to marry are not white. Better still, just call it quits now. It's never going to work out for the two of you anyway.
This is seriously crazy now.
Oh, it's not crazy, and you might just save yourself some embarrassment.
I am more embarrassed by you and your terrible ideas than by anything else. You're just the worst, Mom. Just the absolute worst.
Oh, well, I know that your grandmother is not going to be able to hide her disappointment, for one. I mean, last time you brought a Jewish boyfriend home, she was so visibly flustered she couldn't even speak. You know, personally, I prefer it if you marry a nice Jewish gentleman.
You know what? Fuck Grandma. And fuck you too. I don't live to please you or her.
You radicals. Radicals and deviant to your core.
Mom! What are
Better
you
that
doing?
you were both dead than you bring more mongrels and bastards and mulattoes into this world. May you all be cursed. Better you were both gay. Oh, I could just scratch your faces and shoot myself dead.
Okay, fine. Stay happy, you racist bitch. Stay happy forever. I'll break up with Raj. You stay happy, you stupid, racist bitch.
Brittany! And I am not going to buy your drama, Mom. You'll see where the victory lies. And shame on you. I don't even want to call you my mother. You horrible monster.
Feels like a train wreck, Raj.
It does? Why? Why does it feel like a train wreck?
Yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
Everyone seems to have this unresolved sense of hostility about a white girl being in love. I hate to use that offensive term. Never mind, I won't say it.
Colored. I'm not offended by it at all. I'm brown, and I'm proudly brown. Why does it feel like a train wreck?
Never mind. There's just there's just sense of uncertainty, and it feels like we're about to crash into something hard and immovable, like
Like the moon that stares down at us and wonders about our foolhardiness?
no, more like an asteroid about to crash down and create a huge crater. The shockwaves would be felt forever, and almost feels like you and I are on opposite ends of an ever widening crater.
What's wrong, my Brits? I sense you're more than upset about this. Wh- What's broken between us?
I know your mom is equally hurt. I mean, how do you expect to fix such pain and discontent from both sides?
There are several stages to this.
Mess that we're in.
Why would you call it a mess, sweetheart? It's the journey of love.
But you've seen how it's going, right? I mean, so much shame and disbelief and silent name calling. I mean, I know your mom is equally hurt.
Never mind her. They will gradually get reconciled to, shall we say, the pain and grief that we've caused them. I mean, if we've willfully caused them any.
Tell me something, Raj. Why do my mom and dad make me feel like I've stabbed them in the back? Even my dad is giving me the guilty look now. I thought at least he would be cool with it.
Stab them in the back. Now that's saying something.
Yes, stab them in the back. Just. I can't believe my dad is such a turncoat.
Yes, yes, I know. My mom is as proud a Hindu as your mom is proud to be a Christian. So I guess they feel that we've cheated their culture and traditions.
You just hit the nail on the head, Raj. It hurts to hurt anyone so. My mom is almost hysterical about it. She screams and shouts all the time now.
And you cannot fathom what it means to go against our parents' wishes in our Hindu tradition. Where is the modern part of what we are, I wonder?
It's just been. It's a hell of a roller coaster ride, Raj. I don't know how much more of it I can handle. My sister's better at it, I guess.
So, what do you want us to do now? Break up? Call it quits? Say goodbye and go our own ways?
Oh, Raj, look at the moon up there. In the distance, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a lone star in a lonely basket all by itself?
It could retreat into its shell for all I care.
It's making me very uncomfortable, okay? I just find it hard to strike out on my own. Independent, completely cut off from my parents. Don't you understand?
They say falling in love is not in our own hands. It just happens. I'm not a poet, but I could feel it in my bones, in my being, that you're the right person for me, right from the moment I set my eyes upon you.
Me too, Raj. Me too, but I'm scared. Even my friends are saying now that it won't work out. That our cultural and ethnic backgrounds are too different. I mean, that's what they're saying.
And you're beginning to agree with them, right?
There is no right or wrong in this. Should have stopped it from the word go.
I mean, was it ever in our own hands then? We didn't stop ourselves, did we?
No, we couldn't help ourselves. Oh, Raj, you're making this so difficult for me. I'm not trying to de-romanticize our love for each other.
They say we always get something to replace nothing. I'm not romanticizing our love either. But is there no chance to look beyond this cracked borderline? Tell me, where is that chance?
I'm thinking, Raj, okay, for heaven's sake. No need to get so frustrated. I'm thinking.
If you really needed approval, you should have sought it right at the beginning. Not now, when we're almost married. I mean,
You mean what, Raj? Are you questioning my values, my moral guide within? I believe in diversity. You know that, right?
diversity? What the hell do I care about diversity? It's you I love. Period.
There was a time where it mattered to me. I wanted to be different. I wanted to celebrate difference.
What? What are you talking about? Are you trying to provoke me? Or even act subversive?
Raj, you know that I love you just as much as you love me. My heart and my mind have never judged you by your skin color.
Then more happened. Did you actually take me for a guinea pig? A case study in your lab to test out your theories of changing times? About a divisive and ignorant body of people clinging to your cherished beliefs?
No, I never thought of you as a guinea pig. I did want to celebrate diversity. I dreamed about changing people's mindsets. I was a dreamer. I had big dreams. I wanted to break down this monolithic ideology of everyone thinking alike.
What happened now for you to question your beliefs?
Nothing.
I thought any obstacle could be resolved if there is true love.
I do love you, Raj. To eternity, if you only believe me.
Can't you look within yourself and tell me what exactly happened?
I did look deep within, Raj. I just cannot get rid of my own secret fears. I mean, I still do have a fearful mind.
At least that is honest. Are you intimidated by my family interactions? Are you worried that my widowed mother will come start living with us?
Raj, you know how much I feel for you. You give me that special vibe. I don't know if I could embrace the idea of your mother living with us.
Oh, Brittany, my mom plans to stay in India forever. She'll just visit us once in a while over the summer. I mean, your parents are also free to visit us anytime.
I'm still trying to look within, Raj. I keep searching for answers. I keep asking myself the reason for these lingering doubts.
Yes. It's better to clarify now, then hold regrets later.
I ask myself if it's possible to get that same special feeling for someone else. If I could make my parents happy and still feel that overwhelming sense of love I feel for you. I mean,
It's possible that you may meet such a man. It's possible that he may keep you happier than me. I can vouch for my love for you, Brittany. I cannot vouch for your happiness with me.
tell me, Raj, why are race and religion such huge barriers to any human relationship, especially a romantic one?
Go figure, girl. I guess we find comfort in like-minded souls.
I still believe that love is about a meeting of the minds. But
What? You have to believe in yourself, Brittany.
that's just what I'm unable to do. We talk about equality and about equal opportunities, but when it comes to love, it's never equal.
So you're suddenly scared of these possible cultural differences? They were always real, always possible. Then why this sudden sense of urgency?
The bottom line is, Raj, that we are going to face many obstacles. It's not going to be an easy fantasy ride, and I still have my secret fears, so there it is.
Bottom line is, you're damning our future. We're damned if you're together, we're damned if you're not.
Raj, not so harshly, please.
Let's part then. And for whatever our love has given us, we must bring this to an end.
Raj, don't get me wrong.
See you, Brittany.
Wait, I was thinking out loud. Wait, Raj. Raj!
Will you please stop it, Brittany? Look at the mess you have made. You have started drinking way too much. It is almost as if you have no self-control.
Sorry. So sorry, dear. Let me clean it up. You know, sometimes seem like a pair of perfect strangers together.
You mean a pair of faceless and nameless Americans? Is this the time to discuss us as expendable?
Commodities? That's well-intentioned indeed.
Right. As well-intentioned as me, a Jew, marrying a Christian.
You'll never forgive me for being shunned by your entire Jewish community as a result, will you?
Well, the scars remain. I'm sure they do for you as well. For you, it may have been on a rebound. Who knows?
Scars will always be there, Sam. For you, as well as me. You know, wonder if these are called cultural limitations of...
This game called marriage? Why do we keep playing this game ad infinitum?
'Cause we love to.
Is there any special attachment we must demonstrate to it?
Time time has showed us that this is so. There. Everything is as tidy and perfect seeming as it can be. Happy?
Yes.
You won't admit it's been a rough ride, will you?
Never, dear. Never. Oh, I'll get it. Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Come in.
Hi, I'm Rajiv. Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry. Hi, young man. Raj? Did you say your name was Raj?
Well, you can call me that. A lot of people in my office call me that as well. My dad was actually the one who was called.
Raj?
Yes, he was the one who was called Raj. I'm Rajiv.
So, you are from India.
Mhm.
We've heard such wonderful things about that ancient land full of history.
Snakes and snakes. But that's not true anymore, right?
Well, to be honest about India's economic growth, it is still quite a poor country. No, thank you. I tend to avoid it if I can.
Come on, Mom. India is no longer the exotic land of untouchables. Things have changed. I mean, the whole world has changed for that matter.
It sure has. Who can deny that? Some of us just live in our own little cocoon, fairy tale land. Trash everything and everyone else into pulp. Horrible. Just horrible.
Why not accept it then that we live in a melting pot, full of mixing and mingling? By the way, young man, what do you do?
Well, I'm in the business of increasing risks.
It is so obvious.
Come on now, Brits. You know we like anyone that can hold down their end of a good conversation. And Rajiv seems like the one that's good at that. Investing is the way to go.
No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
Dad, Rajiv knows how to create higher returns in a good market. He went to the same college. We both met at Columbia.
Lovely. How wonderful.
Sounds like a man who knows how to leverage securities in his job. By long or short term.
We do use speculative investment strategies once in a while.
Once in a while. Are you sure that is true?
That is the nature of the beast. We do like to balance high capital loss with capital growth potential.
What about leveraging?
Well, we do use leveraging to control our securities. It's a game of buying short or long.
I agree. Trying to time the market can be a loser's game.
You seem to know a bit about what I do. What do you do?
Well, I am a physician, but I like to dabble in other things as well.
You know, my dad is a medical doctor back in India. He studied here for a couple of years and then decided to pack his bags and go back home.
Why? Most Indian doctors don't want to leave. They find a gold mine here.
I wouldn't know. I mean, every time I bring it up, he says heartbreak or something like that. My grandmother convinced him to go back to India and marry a nice Indian girl. You know how it used to be a couple of decades back.
Why? What happened? Did he want to be with a girl that his mom did not like?
Come on, Dad. It must have been a personal decision. I mean, what's wrong with an Indian doctor going back to his country to serve the poor and the sickly?
Of course, I agree. Making money should be no doctor's dream. The converse should be true. But we do what we do.
You know, I never really paid attention to Dad's earning potential. We just accepted what he has and what he does.
Not even the fact that he could afford to send you to an Ivy League institution. It costs money to do that, right?
Sam, leave him be. We all make our own choices in life.
I believe it is not exactly a meat market out there. Though, as in life, things things come in various guises: money, culture, race, even love. Yeah, it's all about leveraging.
Of course, it's all about leveraging.
So, you guys use derivatives to borrow money?
Quite sophisticated ones. We need them all the time for our investments.
And you bet leveraging allows you to control more securities than if you simply buy long.
Sure, they help us create high returns in a good market and, well,
Huge losses in a bad one?
yeah, that's the nature of the beast.
Must be quite cutthroat out there. Ah, the pearls of living in a multicultural, multi-ethnic capitalist world.
It's brought me my Rajiv.
Sure, yes. And Sam, you have long harbored your strong views. I've told you to shed them. We live in a capitalist society. All this reap the benefits of capitalism.
Yeah, Dad. Just focus on wielding your scalpel in your clinic. When you do this with the rest of the world, you do it with such clinical precision that you almost seem to cut to the bone in your attempt to heal.
It's all right. It's fine. We all have our right to our own views and opinions.
Of course. Why not?
Love, we better get going now. It was wonderful meeting the both of you.
Ah, such a pleasure for us as well. Brittany, they're leaving. I can see them out. Why don't you say bye to them?
Yes, yes. Such a charming young man. Incidentally, what was your last name? Kapoor?
Yeah, you got it right on.
Oh, you mustn't.
نه آثاری ز دیروز و نه اخباری ز فردا، همین لحظه به زودی می شود دیروز و گر 100 سال هم باشی همین روز و شب است و حسرت دیروز و شادی های ناکرده. بیا تا فرصتی مانده در این لحظه، همین لحظه بمان با من، بخوان با من، به رقص و پای کوبی کن که با چشمی به هم خوردن کنار صحنه میمانی، نمیرقصی نمیخوانی. بیا با من در این لحظه، همین لحظه به رقص و پای کوبی کن. بیا با من در این لحظه.
Should we watch some television now, my love?
Sure, my darling. What should we watch? BBC?
No, darling. BBC is too pretentious. Honestly, frightfully pretentious, if you ask me.
CNN?
No, darling. CNN only trash your beloved country and your culture.
Let them do that. I have my own love beside me, so who cares?
Why do you choose to live under a rock?
I prefer my own peace. And then I live under my own space and time. Should we watch Asghar Farhadi's new movie?
Which one?
A Separation. We have not seen it. Arey, I hear it's a good movie maker.
A Separation? Isn't that a sad movie? I mean, why not some football?
Sure. That's my girl. Well, That's okay. Football it shall be. Uh,
Darling, aren't
Huh?
we happy together?
yes. We did a good job of eloping once. I nearly lost you forever. I remember that.
Brittany lost her doctor boyfriend. Mom could successfully bulldoze her, but not me.
We were meant for each other, Ashley June. It is always meeting of mind that is more important than same race, same culture. Ugh.
I think that she's reconciled to Sam now. It took her a long time to get Raj out of her mind, though.
They all come around. My mom and dad, if you remember, were also opposed to our relationship.
Yeah, my mom was always conservative. Dad pretended not to be, but his truth got exposed in the end.
They all come around. Let it be, Ashley June. Think compassionately about them.
It's a challenge for me to forget how they put their foot down and threatened to disown me. And Mom was so fiendishly callous in her choice of words about you.
She is gone now. Let her be, please.
For her, it was a complete mismatch, so she created the perfect storm.
Maybe she found her real self in that perfect storm. They say that when our ego coexists and aligns itself with our conscience, we sink into our own real self.
Well, there can be perfect estrangement with our own real selves at that point.
Why not? It embodies all our anxieties for those who appear different from us.
Who wrote My White Body is a Haunted House?
What? What? There you go again, stripping of mystic and glamour of love.
And its preciousness. You know, they say it has no boundaries.
Well, it has its insensible intensities, though, in this shit game called Skin and Race.
Shit game? Nice name.
Sure. Why not?
Because everyone loses in this game? Well, no, there are victors.
Right. We can achieve the impossible by going beyond approximating the alchemy of its colors. Can we not?
Alas, you and I are lone champions for this cause.
Well, it may be because I knew I was getting you as my trophy wife.
You're very romantic. Do you know that?
Romance. Does that word still exist?
I don't know. These changing social mores. It feels like the entire landscape of love has shifted from under our feet, doesn't it?
It has. It certainly has. You know what?
What?
Love will always find its way.
Yes, and it's real. It's very, very real.
And it is colorblind. They say the less is more when it comes to love and its emotional intensities.
The passion of love. Your Omar Khayyam said it right. Will you read his poem on love, please?
Sure. Let me get the book. I had to find my glasses. And let us see which one we should read today. So I be written in the book of love. I do not care about the book above. Erase my name or write it as you will. So I be written in the book of love.
More, please.
Make the most of what we yet may spend, before we too to the dust descend. Dust into dust, and under the dust to lie. Sans wine, sans singer, sans song, sans end. Alike for those who for today prepare, and those that after tomorrow stare. A muezzin from the tower of darkness cries, "Fools, your reward is neither here nor there."
What do they say? Irshad. I need more Khayyam.
Okay, but this is the last one. After this, we go to bed, okay?
Sure.
And one day after we are gone and buried alongside each other, a potter may mold the dust of us into the same clay.
That's lovely. You know, our Farid is in love.
Is that right? How come he never told me anything about it?
Oh, well, you know, young men like to talk to their mothers about matters of the heart.
Right? He's nearly 30 now.
Yes. He is, and he's been dating this one girl for a long time now.
Really? How come you never told me anything about Farid's lady love to me until now?
Well, I thought that eventually he'd tell you himself. But I guess they don't tell their fathers until they're absolutely sure.
Right. I'm sure she's very pretty.
Does it matter? I mean, why would beauty be important if race is not?
You're right. The lines blur and the ground becomes brittle when think of our own life experiences.
And life choices as well. It's really like putting one's hand into the lion's mouth.
It is. It certainly is. How right you are. Only gradually we realize that we yearn to live in an unnameable present.
Ali, Farid's girlfriend is a black girl.
What? Never! My Farid likes good-looking girls. I know that.
Well, she is good looking. In fact, she's very good looking. He wants to get married to her. With your permission, of course.
Marry? Never! On my death, never. I mean, she can be as light-skinned as she wants, but black. Never. Hargez. Why did you sleep in the guest bedroom last night?
I just felt like it, Ali. Am I a free bird or not? I just need to have my space from you once in a while.
What? What nonsense. Never.
Listen, Ali, I've been thinking.
Think about what? You know what? Let us thrash this out before Farid wakes up. I do not want you to brew any false assumptions in his head before he leaves this house.
Me? Ali, why would I ever do that? You know that I abandoned my poor parents for your sake. My poor mother died last year, and I saw her only once before she passed.
Did I ever prevent you from visiting your parents? Never. It was you who refused to meet them. Well, it happens. It happens, as they say in my country. Shoda dige.
Ali, honestly, I am at this point of dread where I have lost all sense of depth and dimension and direction and everything else.
Ashley June, what have I said or done that upsets you so much?
You said last night that on your dead body, Farid cannot marry his girlfriend.
Good morning, Mom and Dad. What? Whose dead body? What are you talking about?
Nothing, Farid. Your mom seems to be losing her mind. Anyway, would you like some coffee? You know, the Starbucks kind of latte from our new coffee machine.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be great. It's really nice to be living with you guys for these couple of weeks. It's refreshing, you know, after all those years in a one-bedroom apartment. Yeah, Mom. We're both very excited about it. We've been planning on moving in before getting married, and that's also on the cards. You watch out.
And are you in love with a black girl? Your mom tells me she's light-skinned, but she's definitely black. Are you actually planning to get married to her? I hope not.
Dad, I'm turning 30 next month.
What has that anything to do with getting married to a black girl?
Dad, you know you're disrespecting my choice of girlfriend by calling her a black girl. Her name is Lila, and I love her.
Yeah, but is she actually black? I mean, how could you?
Yeah, Dad, she is black, and she is beautiful. Everything about her is beautiful. Inside and out, she's just beautiful.
Yeah. I heard that.
Ali, our son is in love, and we ought to celebrate that. All he's telling you is that she is a very kind and respectful human being.
Yeah, and she's very family-oriented. She has great family values and moral values.
You seem to be making familiar appear unfamiliar to me, son. Are you expecting me to meet her black family as well? We are Persian. You know that, right?
Yeah, Dad. I know that you are Persian. You too married outside of your own race and religion. So why is this bothering you so much?
But my wife is white. There is world of difference. You know, if anyone had a problem with that, it was Ashley's family. Not mine for sure. Mine were somewhere in Tehran for anywhere else for all that mattered.
So you didn't care if my parents were hurt or not?
No, never. I mean, did you care?
I was so in love with you that I ran away from my parents. I have glimpses of an answer that emerge now. Was I selfish? Yes. Did I genuinely believe that I was right? Yes, but wrongfully so.
Ashley June, the point of it is that our hearts were breathing in the right direction. We both belong to superior cultures. But this is different. You know, Farid, such marriages never last long.
Why, Dad? Why? You know you're disrespecting my girlfriend, right? Lila is lovely. She's a pianist, for fuck's sake. You know there's black women in Iran as well, right?
Where? Very few. Very, very few. And for anyone that matters, does not care for those black Iranians.
I am truly shocked and disgusted. I never knew you had such a dark side to your personality. I mean, did you matter when you came to this country? Do you matter even now?
I'm fine. And who cares for Islamophobia when I am rich and I have a white wife?
Dad, didn't you once say that love always finds its way? It has to, right?
And these are your words, Ali. I just cannot fathom this new and shifting reality. One day it feels like everything I knew about you is just gone.
You do not understand, my love. I am still the same. It is just that, like our heavens have come cracking down on us. Our timeless social mores and traditions have been disrespected.
Ali, what? Why are you talking about traditions all of the sudden? I mean, when you flagrantly defied them when you married me.
This mayhem has wreaked havoc on our very fabric of our society. No black girl will ever come into this house as my daughter-in-law.
Dad?
Never.
Dad, you're getting out of control.
Yes! We have reached a breaking point now. My blood boils when I think of my generation, my grandchildren. Oh, is that something someone's taking revenge on me? Is this what is karma? Is this my karma?
You sound seriously crazy now. Why are you talking about values and tradition suddenly? And whose values, for that matter, yours or mine?
Our values. Our values, sweetheart. Just I'm not being deliberately defined when I say, well, this is our son, our Farid is ours.
Dad, do not try to throw sharp daggers at the veneer of all polite cultures. You will never win.
Oh yeah? Why? Why, Farid? Why?
It's a cleverly distorted version of how you want to see everything, perhaps.
Farid. Yes. Yes. Let me tell you the way you see your distorted version, okay? This fancy you have taken to a black girl is nothing but your hormones driving up biological urges for a black beach.
Dad, don't you dare!
Stop
it! Don't you dare! One more word, and I will puncture a hole through you.
Without warning! He's planning to get married, and I have no inkling of it. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I have this peasant blood in me. I'm his father, after all.
Well, who do you want your son to marry? A white cabal or a deity who's gonna pull the strings from on high for your golden boy?
Even Moses had an Ethiopian wife, Dad.
Who was Moses? And what do I care for his wife? Huh?
You are truly an enigma to me.
You have no idea about affairs of the heart, even though you claim to have a love marriage with Mom. If only you could release yourself from the ball and chain that has held you back with antiquated ideas of high culture and low culture, of high-level race and low-level race. Ridiculous, indeed.
This seems like an ideal contest to examine my motives, huh? Just because I come from a different place?
Yeah, what place is that, Dad? Don't you belong here,
No. Dad? No. I will always be a sideshow.
Then stay where you are, Dad. What does that have to do with who I want to marry?
Because you bear an uncanny resemblance to me, son. You might be as white as your mother, but you're still part of me. You are my son, Farid. You are my blood.
Why, Dad? Why? You yourself are an interracial couple, yet your reference point is only skin deep.
There is something absurd, absolutely absurd about this entire race narrative, and I forsook everything because I did not believe in it.
Ashley, you seem to be on the right side of everything. Huh? Perfect race, Perfect skin color, perfect religion, ergo perfect everything.
What is perfect about my race or my religion when my own parents didn't even accept you? I mean, how can you harbor such nasty thoughts?
It looks like through that prism you can justify all of your complexities. Holy shit, Dad. I didn't expect anything like this. You claim to want to avoid the drama and the pain, and yet you behave just like an ignorant, insensitive racist. Your bigotry is shocking, Dad.
Your remarks, to be sure, set my teeth on edge. I mean, it's scandalous. Ellie, scandalous. How could you? How dare you?
Come on now. Hey, come on. You phony bravado. I do know the sword cuts both ways.
You do have a rather wry and dark sense of humor. Mischievous indeed. You set boundaries for yourself, but do not inflict them on your child.
It's my wake-up call that tells me that I must accept lengthening shadows of doubt. But, Farid, I do not think that a black girl is right for you.
Black girl. One more word. I'm warning you.
You're acting sick, Ali, and you know it. You ought not to put down any group of people, especially when you yourself...
Especially what, Ashley? I did not think anything was wrong with me.
It was you who suggested that an immigrant is always at the bottom of the ladder. You know, maybe not economically so, but socially.
So I said that, so?
Then where did this newfound pride come in?
I'm a Muslim, and I pride myself on my Persian culture. Is that what is wrong with me? Eh?
There is a dark cloud hanging over this family, and there is no therapy.
Dad, I'm an adult. I am perfectly capable of making my own decisions, good or bad. I'm perfectly happy to leave this house right now. My life began here, but it need not end here, right?
Baba, listen. Why reach for a low-hanging fruit when
so
you
I'm
can...
a low achiever for settling for a wife who is black, huh? I should have striven for the fruit that grows higher up in the food chain of your Middle Eastern brain, huh?
Calm down, Farid. Calm down. Oh my God. Ya Khodai. I cannot even talk to my American son without getting every word I speak totally misconstrued.
And yeah, I suspect that deep down you know that you'll also have to release yourself from certain aspects of your past for this to happen.
Are you now attributing everything that goes wrong to our Americanness? I mean, what's happened to you?
What's happened to you? Till last night we were perfect a family. Why change of colors now?
You're getting to be obnoxious now. I thought that I was being colorblind when I married you. Little did I know how partial you were to skin color.
When we touch the idea of human condition and start mixing it up with colorless human race, there is no possibility of redemption.
I had no idea of what lay trapped in your brain.
What are you trying to suggest?
I think that it's time for both of us to take a long, hard look at our marriage. Love and romance happened, but that process can end right here, right now.
It was a fantastic adventure for both of you. Let it go on. Why throw your marriage into a dither now? Don't you know each other too well? And yeah, Baba, I am well aware that the sword cuts both ways.
Hello.
This is Raj here, calling from India. May I speak with Brittany?
This is Brittany, Nicole's mom. Nice to talk to you.
Yes, I'm Raj this side. I believe my son is getting married to...
Yes, I know. Rajiv is such a nice young man. I'm so excited about the upcoming wedding.
Brittany? Is that Brittany? This is Raj here.
Hello, Raj. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm fine. I'm married now. I mean,
Yes, I know. Now our children are getting married soon.
I'm happy for that, at least.
Well, Brittany, did you ever receive my letters?
Letters? No.
Really? I must have written several hundred letters to you.
Raj? When, where was this?
Long time ago, Brittany.
Raj, this is so strange. Was it my mother again?
It's all right now. Not to worry. I did search for you on Facebook though.
Me too, Raj. Me too.
Brittany. Brittany. Are you happy now?
I'm happy that at least our children are getting married now.
Yes, Brittany. I shall be coming over soon.
how did you know that your son is marrying my daughter?
I knew it in my soul. You know, I went home. I'm settled in India now.
Yes. Yes, I know. Did you miss me a lot?
Of course. We missed each other a lot to begin with. But then, I mean, life takes over. Work responsibilities, domestic responsibilities, and never mind now. Our children are getting married now soon.
Is your wife coming also?
I hope she does. I think she may. It never worked for us. She lives with her mother now.
Are you separated or divorced?
My wife lives in another town with her aging mother.
Did you try, Raj?
Of course I did. But it never worked.
You left something behind, perhaps, when you went back to India?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Everything.
Is it a meeting of the minds that never took place? Or of the hearts?
Everything. I left behind everything. Where was the question of meeting of the minds or of the hearts with my wife?
They've blindsided us, Raj.
Maybe our culture did. Who knows? Maybe our race did. Like oil and water.
آسمون سر راهی جاده های بی اراده ساعت های سال خورده یه شبانه روز ساده نگو تقدیر این چنینه این حضور دردناکه منو نسپار دست دوری نه تو طاقتت زیاده این یه حس روز برست این که بی تو من میمیرم طعم خورشیدی شعرم تو به تاب من گل بگیرم حس رفتن و رسیدم مرگ جفتانم